It's toy time, it's toy time. It's toy time, it's toy time. Hello and welcome back to all you Toy Time Studio subscribers, YouTubers, social media outlet viewers, toy freaks and geeks, toy addicts and fanatics. I'm Danny Martinez. This is Toy Time Studios, episode 66. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. We're on a roll. We're on the road to 70. We're almost there. This episode, we're getting into trying to clear some of these boxes out, and there's a lot of hot toys. We're gonna go on a little hot toy streak here. However, this is a very familiar looking package. I'd like to thank Zapp Comics, Corey and Ben, and the crew. Thanks for putting this on hold for me. As soon as it came in, they gave me a text, sent me a picture of it. $249.99, great price, as you can see here by the shipper box. Abbreviation MMS531, Movie Masterpiece Series, 1 6-figure AVG4HE. Any guesses what that means, everyone? Alright, that means Avengers 4, so that'll be Endgame Hawkeye. See? Alright, so I'm not going to go over the shipper package. I'll just slice the tape that I had on and off. As usual, it came wrapped in a plastic with tape, almost a big plastic bag to protect the outside. Now, there's a previous episode where I did the Hawkeye Deluxe, which had the Ronin extra pieces and all that stuff. So that means that this is the regular version, which I couldn't find anymore. And coincidentally, I wanted to get, and I didn't realize until now that I got it, because I wanted to have one Jeremy Renner head and then the other with the full Ronin outfit. So this works out perfectly. Hot Toys always does great packaging. I'm usually blown away by the detail and the amount of consideration of thought that goes into the packaging. So as you can see on the front, Jeremy Renner, the A across the front there, top to bottom, and the Avengers Endgame logo right in the middle where the arrow would be. Then you've got Hawkeye, MMS 531, 1/6 scale, collectible figure, Movie Masterpieces logo on the bottom left, on the bottom right, Hot Toys logo. Now let's give it a spin. The Hawkeye image continues over there to the right. You've got the Hawkeye logo up top. Now there's a sleeve. The front part is the whole outside is a sleeve. Hawkeye, same information, Avengers logo on the bottom etched, some kind of metallic. Then on the back, you've got the warning and all the other information that pertains to in the barcode and whatnot, Marvel, and a space type of background also, which kind of throws you back to the whole Infinity War to Endgame sequence, him and Black Widow. Awesome. Now, like I said, this is a sleeve, meaning that it slides up and then you can take a look at the inside, which is really cool. Alright, as you can see here, from top to bottom, pretty basic setup inside from what I can see going on. Like usual, they make the most out of the internal packaging, but the window presents it pretty much as you need to see. There's the top layer that goes over everything, I'm assuming, inside, and you can see there's from top to bottom. On the left side, you can see all types of arrows, along with what holds his arrows. You see he has pretty much the Ronin outfit on. All types of other pieces too. It's like a tray full of extra tips and different things. No extra head sculpt. There's just regular him without the Ronin mask on. Let's dive in a little deeper here. As usual, the trusty X-Acto knife always. the job. Alright, so as I said, they use the most out of the space inside. The display stand, the base is right behind them. So also the hook attachment. You have all his arrows here. That's one sectionized another tray to keep it all in place. Then there's a tray full of tips and other stuff, and then the attachments for extra pieces to attach hand just in case. Pretty cool. Pretty basic. All right, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so as you can see here, this part with all the extra tips and other little pieces, knives, and whatnot, that comes out, and then there's the extra hands behind it. Extra hands and yeah, two different varieties. Okay, and then you have your bow right there on top. I see it more defined now. I just don't want it to fall out, so I'm only gonna take the bow out. I'll take those arrows out and probably put them all into. Yeah, I'm gonna take them all. The hands, however, are I'm gonna have to change one of the hands also. However, before we do that, I'll give you a closer look at the arrows right here without the plastic covering them. Then next, I'll give you a look at the extra tips and hand weapons there. Then I'll give you a look at the two sets of extra hands. There's always the manual. That comes in a little baggie also. It's usually a fold out. And in this case, it folds out into three sections that are split in half. So first we have, basically your cover page, which then to the right has your caution about returning the arms and legs to natural position to avoiding material damage, meaning the leather. Do not excessively bend arms and legs or bend them outward, otherwise figure will be damaged. And do not expose figure to direct sunlight for extended amounts of time, otherwise also will get damaged. Now, first part is A, equipping the weapons, which shows how to put the attachment on his back, which then holds your arrows. Then B is the interchangeable arrowheads, which there's 12 styles of arrowheads that can be interchanged. I'm not going to go crazy with all those. Then there's the movement of the arms and legs. As far as your whole arm that would bend from shoulder, so your wingspan, you don't want to go more than 90 degrees. Same goes for the legs. If you were to kick straight up, you don't want to go up more than 90 degrees. As far as the elbow, where the elbow bends, and then the whole forearm and wrist and hand bends up towards the body, you don't want to go more than 110 degrees. Same for the legs, from the knee down to the foot, going backwards. You don't want to go further than 110 degrees. Then there's the other indicator that tells you about wielding the bow, how to do so with the hand attachment. Okay, now it also goes on the other side of the instruction manual. It also goes into interchangeable styles. Now this is the deluxe version accessories. Yeah, we don't need that. So that's all for that. All right, that's it. So this is the basic version, but this also has the deluxe version instructions as well, which is smart. You don't want to print two different things for the same figure. I get that. Totally understandable. All right, so we've got our base, Avengers partial logo on the front over the background of Hawkeye's symbol. Avengers Endgame logo on the front part of it. Hawkeye title on the front part. That indicates the front of the base. Little rubber padding on the bottom, certain points just to give it a little cushion. Helps it slide a little better on smooth surfaces. Then you also have your hook right here, which goes in pretty easy. Now what I like to do is usually give it a measurement. So we've got 5 3/4 inches as usual, left to right, 4 3/4 front to back, and 5/8 inches. This is a standard base for Hot Toys. Very easy to make for them, I'm sure. Now with the basic, just the hook piece alone, it goes up to 5 1/4. Now that hook piece extends. I know we're gonna need to extend it probably a little bit, which is fine. I like these because then they don't take up too much space. Before I can display Hawkeye, I have to take the plastic pieces off. He has plastic on his hands, plastic on his feet, and he also has plastic in between his joints too. So like where the hands attach and where his head attached, there's plastic or paper. Alright, so I'm changing the hands really quick. So there's the attachment right here, which stayed in the socket there. And this is the alternate hand I'm going to use. And it goes really easily right in there, okay? So that goes with that. I still got to take the boots off. Oh my goodness, he has no head. He has no head. Speaking of head, there goes the Jeremy Renner sculpt. Dead on, even though he looks like a little dopey, like he's looking off, like not listening to you while you're talking. I mean, he does have a hearing problem in the Hawkeye series, so that could be matching that. I'm kidding. This is made from the movie, which happened before the Hawkeye series. I have to say, I like this haircut. He got a lot of crap for it, but he pulled it off. Really good job on the hair. Great job on the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the shape of the head. Yeah, they nailed his essence. If you ever have problems doing like anatomy or drawing anatomy, some of these hot toys really could help a person do that. Like learn how to draw the ear, the way that different parts of the face, the planes, how they all intersect, form different parts of the face. Now that we have Hawkeye ready, put everything back where it should be. Now I just gotta adjust the hook just about under his groin. Okay, now that is quite a figure. The material on the outfit is just fantastic. It feels like something pretty durable, and kind of protective in a way. But the leather, they did a great job on it from top to bottom. I mean, wow, from the strap where the back attachment goes, and then as you work your way down to the pads, the knee pads, and then the shin guards. Oh man, it's a great cosplay item. Now we're going to start putting the attachments on. Now, as for the attachments, now the arrows, I didn't realize this at first, but the arrows come in 2 different lengths. They go into his case very nicely, and it makes it look like so many arrows by having 2 different lengths. Now they all have attachments that go on very easily for the ones you want to pull out and put onto the bow, which I'm not going to do. Okay, this attaches on the back right here. That's where it goes onto his back piece, which we went over in the instructions. Goes in the groove right there very easily. I always like for them to be kind of leading up and a little back. Okay, so that can stay right there. That's cool. Okay, then the other piece is his bow, which, as we saw before, good job on the sculpt. Reminds me of Rambo a bit, but being that he's Hawkeye, I'm assuming he'd have his all tricked out. Alright. So a nice side note is that with these hand attachments, the extra hands, in order to hold the bow, they made it perfectly. They made it so easy so that you can just maneuver the thumb and slide the bow right in. Nice easy grip, nice and tight, and it just holds it perfectly. Like no issues, so you don't have to worry about damaging your figure. We didn't measure yet. We're gonna measure, figure out Hawkeye's dimensions. Now, usually I don't pose it too much. I don't like to damage whether it be the outfit, and also leaving it in a bed position for too long damages the outfits depending on the material. I usually like to save space also and not go crazy with posing. Let's measure him up though. So from left to right, from arm to arm, just the figure, 6 inches. Now top to bottom, with his hair included, 12 inches. And from front to back, we're looking at 2.5 inches just from the tip of his shoe. That's if we took the bow off. The bow adds a few inches, obviously. I may not display him with the bow either. Now that we've got his dimensions in, let's give him a score. Alright, being that I'm trying to be fair and trying to curb my enthusiasm, even though I love this stuff and I'll give it a perfect 10 every time, but I'm trying to be fair, trying to be constructively critical. First, you have the head sculpt. The head sculpt, I'll give that a 9 3/4 on the head sculpt. I mean, amazing job. This one, they nailed it perfectly. Now, the figure itself, minimum score 9 1/4. Top score 9 3/4. They did all around a great job. I mean, this figure is just so cool. Like, I would totally wear that outfit. Just one of those really cool figures that displays nicely, doesn't take up too much space. It shares space nicely with other figures, that the base doesn't take up too much space either. Great job, Hot Toys. Thanks again to Zapp Comics on Valley Road in Wayne, New Jersey. Thanks to Corey and Ben. Thanks for shooting me the text and holding my Hot Toys for me. Go over there and check them out. They got tons of stuff, everything. Manga, anime, comic books, graphic novels, Funko Pops, action figures, statues, Hot Toys, Japanese figures, Marvel Legends, multiverse figures, you name it, they got it. Turtles, Batman, everything, everything. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. That was episode 66, done and in the books. More episodes on the way. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and smash that subscribe button. We'll see you next time, same toy channel. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be safe, everybody.
What are you doing now? What are you doing?